Fuck it, your boy's doing a list video. Alright guys, how's it going? You are watching Ollie James TV, and I know it's been a while, and I know you want to click off because you think that your favourite YouTuber has gone and soiled himself. Not soiled himself. Why did I say soiled himself? What I meant to say was ruin my credibility, because that's it. This is such a clickbait thing, you know what I mean? Doing a list video. It's so trying to get views, and yeah, I'm trying to get views. That's why I'm doing it. This topic is also really important to me, so that's also why I'm doing this. Don't worry, the Being Welsh sequel is still coming. It's just it's in the works. It's going to be a good one, I promise you. Those 3 minutes will be worth it. So, as we all know, results day is coming round for GCSEs within the UK. That's right, I am British, if you couldn't tell by my accent and my sarcasm. And maybe the fact I did an entire video about being from Wales. So obviously it's already been A-level results day and AS-level results day here in Wales. And I missed that. I'm so sorry to you older people that watch me. You're too old for me. I didn't care. I had busier things, like getting my own results. I did. Thanks for asking. So, GCSEs, the biggest point in your life. This day coming up, which, you know, I won't give a date for, because if you're watching this in 2030, one, I'll be 30, that's weird. And two, you won't have a fucking clue what I'm on about. So, results day, this Thursday, that's make or break, you know. GCSEs, you just die if you don't have GCSEs, I'm sorry. Obviously, I'm joking if you couldn't tell. I'm not actually, you know, saying you're gonna explode. The whole point of this video is to inform you guys of what results day is actually like, if you haven't had one yet, how to deal with it in the best way, because it is one of the most stressful days. I know, I've been through it, and so has everybody else. So, I'm not saying this will be like a sensible, structured, educational video, because it's me, which means it won't be, because I'm not smart, funny, or interesting. This video is more serious in the fact that I am trying to give you some advice that is genuine. However, I do not accept liability for everything that I say within the video. So, if I tell you to go murder a bunch of children, that's on you. Look at my fucking hair, look at that. I'm evolving, guys. I know, fucking crazy. Maybe I am just worth it. Nah, just probably Maybelline. So, without further ado, let's get into my tips for results day. How to deal with it, how to whatever. You know what the fuck I'm trying to say. Not gonna say a number now, because to be honest, I kind of improvise everything, if you can't tell. So, who fucking knows how many there'll be? There could be 1, there could be 99. Anyway, let's fucking do this. So, my first pro tip to you is to not wait around and open that envelope or look at that piece of paper. So there are so many kids out there that'll think, hey, I'll never be able to fail if I don't open it. Sound logic. You fucking will. You've already failed. You failed as soon as the markers examined your paper. So one of my really big points is to just open that envelope, or look at the piece of paper straight away. No dawdling. No. Ooh, you know. Ooh, I'm a bit scared. Oh, I might be a failure. Well, then you're a fucking failure, aren't you? Just rip that fucking plaster off your knee and get it over and done with. Trust me, it's 10 times better. Because then you know, and as soon as you know, you can improve upon it, you can celebrate it, you can mourn it as well. If it's really bad, you can prepare on how you deliver that news to others that might not react in the same way as you would do. I.e., your dad getting his getting his belt off, and yeah, I just had to work child abuse into this video somehow. But yeah, guys, honestly, just get it over and done with. There's nothing worse than sitting in limbo, thinking about ifs or buts when you know there's an answer there. Just do it. Just open it. If it's good, go celebrate with your mates if you have any. If you don't, then have a wank. You know, do something special. And leading straight on to another one is that if you failed, just remember that GCSEs aren't the be-all and end-all. Your teachers might make it out to be, other pupils might make it out to be. The homeless man down the street who failed his GCSEs would probably make it out to be, but trust me, you can still manage to do so much stuff without GCSEs, especially if you're not academically inclined and you have special talents like music or sucking your own penis. You know, like, there are avenues for you. I mean, sure, if you want to go to university and you want to study A-levels, you probably will need GCSEs. So you also need to know, and this could be another point as well, bang, rack that tally up. This is the third one, I think. You also need to know that there are opportunities to do it again. The whole try hard thing, if at first you don't succeed, try again. Or as Yoda put it, if you fail, you fail. I really don't get what that little fucking frog cunt is trying to say there. But anyway, see, already got child abuse, already got a penis joke, and a Star Wars reference. This is prime Ollie James TV right here. Which, to make a brief side note, is actually quite funny because I tweeted at quite a big YouTuber about the whole James Gunn thing because she kept on calling him a paedophile. Just because I make child abuse jokes doesn't mean I go home and beat my children. Well, I don't have children, but, you know, if I did, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't just go and smack them up each night. But I'm still going to joke about them just to deface and, you know, depower child abuse. That's what it is. Anyway, go follow me on Twitter at OllieJamesTV. I'll put something here, or I won't, because I don't understand how to make YouTube. So my next tip kind of relies upon you doing something a bit different. So if you don't want to just grab your results and go and open them on your way like I would have done and I did, because, you know, solitary is good, like having some, you know, like being in solitude about the results, because you get to dwell on it and you also get to be the first person to react to it in your own head at least. Because that leads on to my next thing is, if you do want to stay, or you have to stay for some reason, so if you've just passed year 11 and there's a sixth form within your school and you want to go to that sixth form, you'll probably have to stay and enroll. Don't shy away from your teachers. Most kids don't know this, but most teachers, especially for GCSE, they come in the day before. They know all your results. They know whether you did badly or well. So, and that leads on to the other point of if you're there keeping that envelope going, I'm going to open it when I get home, miss or sir, or Mr. Jefferson, please stop touching me. You know, at the end of the day, they know that you might not have done very well, and they might need you to realise that as soon as possible so they can help you. So, if you are hanging around, just be honest with your teachers. Don't act like they don't know, because no offence, they probably are more intelligent than you, because they've had to teach you. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? You know, I've been watching too much Love Island, babes. You know, just be loyal to your own integrity. Now, this is a massive one, and it causes a lot of arguments and disputes between really close people, close friends, family members. Mr. Jefferson, it's going online to social media, whether that be YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all those sites, and posting about your results. I'm not saying you can't be proud of them, but I'm also saying just to be aware of what that can cause, especially if you know that you have a friend that maybe didn't do so well, or maybe they might have done better than you, and you're just setting yourself up for fights and being disappointed and being attacked for not having as good of results as them. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, it's good to be proud of your achievements, but I would just be aware of other people in the situation. You're not the only person on earth. You're not the only person that's had the GCSE results. Like, just be aware of what you're posting online, and that goes for anything. Not just GCSE results. I mean, if an employer knew that I went by Ollie James on the internet, they'd find all these videos, and that wouldn't be good for me. So, my final point, I think, yeah, this is going to be my final point, because it is a big one. It is the big one. The big one. The big. So, on A-level results day, my friend, whose name is, I'm going to ask them first, so I hope they say something. Her name's Ashley Green, and she posted something about A-level results day, and it links into my point. And my final point is to just be happy / come to terms with what's happened with your results, and be aware of the greater situation. Like, it's linking all the other points I've said before. So Ashley worded something really well in this lovely long tweet or Facebook post or whatever. Really well worded, and the way that she said about how she's going to carry on even though it didn't go very well was really inspiring. So go look at that. I'll put it here if I can. But it just sums up what I mean. No matter what your results, whether you got straight A stars, whether you got U's, you need to be, as a person, you need to come to terms with that. There are probably reasons, maybe reasons that weren't your own fault. But as long as you can stand there and own the fact that that's what's happened, and then move on, understanding there are different avenues and whatever, that's the biggest point about this, and I think it makes you the best person you can be. If you have that ability and capability of standing back from a situation that maybe has pleased you, maybe hasn't, and looking around and just accepting it, and then planning on how to move forward, adapting to the situation. This will now be really awkward if she doesn't give me permission to use her story, because I'm going to have to come up with another anecdote for it. Like, please let me use it, because it was really good, and yeah. Also, sorry for getting like really serious and deep there, but it needs to be said. Like I said, this video, you know, it is meant to entertain, but it's also meant to inform. And that story, I think, just summed it up perfectly. So, sorry if it was a bit too deep. Anyway, sorry for maybe getting a bit too deep and a bit too personal maybe there. But I just thought that that's a really important point and needs to be said. Because, especially for GCSE results when you're 16, 15, the amount of maturity it shows that you have if you can stand back and look at a situation, adapt upon it, and not dwell and fester, and even though you might want to go and run away and hide for the rest of your life, if you can pick yourself back up as soon as possible, dust yourself off and get back to work to try and do whatever, whether it's trying to redo those exams, whether it's trying to go for a different path, you know, like that is important. I think it just shows, it's a massive testament to who you are as a person. Also, tits and farts. I'm funny. So yeah, anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I know it wasn't what you were asking for, it was like the first video like properly back into things, because I said about the Being Welsh sequel, but I thought this was really important to make just before results day. I think it's under a week away now from when I've recorded this. So I just want to wish you guys who are receiving their results good luck. To anyone that received their A-level results that I missed, I hope you did well. If you didn't, just take into what I said in the last point, pick yourself back up, get back on it. Maybe you'll be a billionaire someday. I'm speaking like I am one. I mean, look at this. Ain't no dollar in here, baby. Ollie James TV now accepting donations. But anyway, I want you to like, share and subscribe. All that bullshit that everyone says. It's not bullshit. Support me, please. Go follow me on my Instagram, on my Twitter. Go for my private Snapchat if you want to. All of it's in the description. I love you all, guys. I don't really. I know that sounds horrible, but I don't love you. I like that you watch my videos. I love some of you. I'll let you figure that out for yourselves. That is me done. Finally. This took me so long to record. I know that sounds ridiculous. Something funny to say now. Nipples.
And cut.
But anyway, I hope you enjoyed. But anyway, I hope. But anyway, I hope.